Hello, friends. Ooh, it is bright out. I'm not entirely sure how many people will show up for this, but we shall see. Let me get in the shade. Hey, how are you? Another super nice day. Hi, Luna. Want to come out? Came on to say hello and tell you guys, although there's only 2 people in here, that Luna says hi, by the way. I just launched my Patreon, which is pretty fun. And I just did a video where I'm looking for submissions from you guys playing the piece that I taught in the last video that I did. And you can let me know whether you want any feedback on it or you just want it presented. I'm happy to present it, and maybe we'll do a little compilation of videos next week once I get a week's worth of submissions. Yes, what is the question? Ask away. Anybody feel free to ask questions, because I'm on this is a chatting stream and not a music stream. So ding would be the center. 1 would be the second lowest note closest to your stomach. 2 would be to the left of that. 3 would be to the right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Going up in a zigzag. So if 1 is at the bottom closest to your stomach, 2 is the next one over. So I can just show you. Yeah, I always forget that people that haven't actually taken lessons with me don't know the layout. So if I was looking at this, oops, wow, that's huge. So this would be ding, right? 1 would be here, 2 would be here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 1's closest to you, and 8, if you have an 8 note, is furthest away. Hopefully that clarifies it. I tend to use that layout just because if you're reliant upon knowing the notes of your scale, I can send you a tab or like a visual of that too, Crystal. I think in my previous lesson I had a visual too that might help. But yeah, the reason I like tabs versus just focusing on the notes is you could pick up anybody's instrument and play something you've written on that scale. So it opens up a lot of opportunities for creating things from that. Yeah, I'm being productive as well. Still without a car at the moment. Oh yeah. I have plenty to do, so I'm around when. My car has had multiple little things that needed to be fixed. So I brought it in, and then it needed a new transmission. So basically I haven't had a car for like 3 weeks, which has been super obnoxious, but it is what it is. Yeah. There's also, for anybody on here that I don't know who else is local that might be on here, but there is an open mic that I'm hosting next Saturday in Nashua. So if anybody feels like doing something there, just coming and hanging out, it's a fun Saturday to visit and play some music. I'll be playing a couple things while I'm there. So I'm gonna say hi to the chickens. Hi. Luna, where you going? Oh, nice. It's exciting. Yeah, there's actually a good group of people. I'm not handling the sign-up list, thankfully, so that eliminates some of the hassle of doing that. Yes. I have 2 bunnies. I have Mr. Gatsby. Can you say hi, Gatsby? Gatsby's a rescue. He was abandoned, and then there's Miss Lyra. Yeah. Yeah, feel free to ask away. You can always message me too if you guys have any questions as well. But yeah, ask questions, whatever you feel like doing. Open like this one. Do you still have your chameleon, or did that? I forget if that passed away. It's been a while since I've seen your zoo, Nicole. Just have to keep half an eye on these little guys. Oh, okay. I didn't think so. Yeah, hoping to find a good, reasonably priced space to purchase in the coming year. Oh, cool. Tree frogs or what type? They need to make phones so that looking at the screen in the center is looking at the camera. I know that wouldn't really be functional, but it's very odd to have your camera be over here, but your attention when your reading's on the other side. Yeah, so for anyone just joining too, I just launched a Patreon, which should be kind of fun. And my album is almost 40% funded, which is cool. Oh, neat. Yeah, I have no space here, so I'm limiting myself to any more animals at the moment, but it would be nice to have more eventually. Nice, that's exciting. So you don't need to donate for that. Don't worry about it. It's more I paid for both of the last albums out of pocket, and which was fine. I could do it, but it definitely adds up once you add all of the pieces together for the recording. And I'm doing the recording myself, so that lowers the price. But I'd love to be able to travel a little bit more. That's cool. That's very cool. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting year, I think. I'm very curious. The flowers are looking nice right now. Echinacea looks a little bit rough, but and the wisteria is flowering kind of late, which is fun. Let's see if I missed any other questions. Jody. Let's see. Yes, I would love to see that. I'm sure that would be difficult to show to somebody. Can you take pictures of it? Probably not, I would imagine. Yeah, I didn't do any of that sort of gardening this year. We had a groundhog here that was eating everything, so I ended up not giving up on, but nice. I'd love to see. We had a groundhog that just decimated everything this year, so. Yes, Nicole is a very talented grower. Oops. Yeah, it's been years and years and years for me now. think during all of the silly lockdowns and all of that, I think I gained a ton of weight during that period. So I finally reversed all of that now. It took like a year or so, but yeah. I think 6 months. Nice. Yeah, 420, of course. It's warm today. It is a little bit cooler. We've had a lot of rain this year, Jody, so it's been not horrifically warm, but it's been humid and wet a lot of the days. But today's hot. I've been walking like 10-ish miles a day, just because I have no car. Thankfully, I haven't had any big gigs or anything the end of this month, so I haven't really needed it necessarily, but it's certainly been an interesting experience not having a car for an extended period of time. So let me give you guys a little garden tour while we're here. What do I have out here? I have a hardy kiwi. Oh, actually, this datura is a little bit past its prime. It'll open up tonight. But I have a couple daturas. I have some huge volunteer daturas. I think these are datura metal, or datura anoxia. These have that beautiful purple stem. Not something you want to eat purposefully unless you're using it in a particular way, but very interesting plants. Some beautiful dahlias here. A little bit dry. These poor things got some sort of a bug, but they were doing quite well before. This is Jerusalem artichoke, which ends up being like 7 feet tall or 8 feet tall when it's done growing. And super tasty roots. The blue hibiscus. This beauty here as well. And some of my apples that I've allowed to become wild. It's interesting, I've noticed that the green apples are less affected by insects than the red, which is very strange. So I think I'm going to continue in the next property to plant more of those. Some milkweed that was destroyed by bugs as well. Actually, I have an apple right here. Some of the garden, and the bees. Got a huge hole in the ground there. Some Artemisia absinthius, which needs to be cut back. This is the wormwood absinthe. Some Ellencamp right there. Valerian. Some comfrey. We have anise hyssop over here. Smells kind of like licorice. Tasty smell. What else do I have over here? Some more comfrey. There. Some Phytolacca americanum, which I did not plant, or pokeweed. This is an interesting one because the Declaration of Independence was actually signed using the ink of pokeweed. But the plant itself is poisonous, but the shoots, when you boil them, are edible. Actually, it's just kind of a southern food. The wisteria here, Indian pipe, some foxgloves, huge plantain that took over there, echinacea, blazing star, some aster, some Joe Pye weed. That's some Artemisia annua over there. I have a hardy kiwi, which is kind of a cool, funky plant. What's over here? This is a hardy kiwi. Still has not really produced anything, but it's a very vigorous vine. And one of my favorites, Solidago arvens, or goldenrod. It's getting kind of floppy now, though. Yeah, lots of fun plants here. I'd take you over to the other part of the garden, but I don't think my service would continue all the way down there. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask them as well. Yes, we do have bees. Hey, Doran, how are you? Yeah, I have a lot of students in Florida, actually. Yeah. Yeah, we've been relatively lucky. I really haven't had to water much this year, which has been nice. That's always a good year when I'm not spending as much time watering and more time enjoying. We also have a ton of Convallaria majulis, which is just our regular bindweed that grows everywhere. I really like this stuff because it looks like the heavenly blue morning glories that everybody plants, but it's just a white version of morning glory. Interestingly enough, Ipomoea violacea and also some of the Convallaria species of the bindweed that grows, I think it's in South America. These tend to have sort of sweet potato. Actually, a sweet potato is in the same family as bindweeds, but a lot of those roots have estrogen mimicking components. So the older versions of birth control were made directly from that, and then now obviously they synthesize all of that. So when people were traveling, oftentimes a population would decrease or collapse if they were suddenly eating a ton of the Convallaria species of sweet potatoes that had this high level of phytoestrogen. And it's interesting because you can kind of track the growth of hunter-gatherer societies by what foods they chose to include or exclude in their diets. And this type of sweet potato, the Convallaria species, caused people to become infertile, which is temporarily infertile, not permanently infertile, but kind of an interesting factoid about the Convallaria species. Also, be sure to like this video, whoever's watching it, because that helps me. I'm so bad at shilling for likes and subscriptions, but I should be better about that. As of October, I'm going to be completely all in on everything. So I am opening up Patreon and all of those things just to provide a little buffer for my transition to fully doing all of this. I'm not a big streaming fan, but maybe I'll go that route partially. But the lesson stuff has been fruitful for the most part. Let me show you guys this Luna Petunia. Another fun plant, which has completely been oversold by some of those videos that people are talking about. Oh, it treats pain. This is a lactuca. This is wild lettuce. This particular one is very bitter, especially this late in the season. But it's a pretty flower. It's actually directly related. It's literally the first cousin of our lettuces that we consume here. And what am I saying? You should dry, so I'm gonna hook. Yes, Wednesday we are back, but I'm piecing out in October. It's just the health insurance bit that's been the tricky part. Finances are in order. It's just it's true for everybody, but the health insurance thing is the most obnoxious part of that. So, but Lactuca canadense is the tastiest. Lactuca Varrola is also very good. But these are just the non-hybridized version of romaine lettuce. So these, actually, you can see the comparison between the two of them. This is what hybridized modern lettuce looks like from the top as you go down. And then this is what wild lettuce looks like. You can see this is a lot more healthy, but they have the same exact growth habit. So you can see they are directly related that way. Turns 18 in 2 years. Nice. Want to say hi? Yeah, retreat center would be really fun. This coming year, and my trip that I just went on, I have to do a video about it still, but I went to a bunch of different places in the Catskills and upstate New York in general, and I found a really nice eco retreat center. It's good. Yeah, I love chickens too. But next summer I'm going to be hosting, or spring, a Handpan Rav retreat for a weekend in this eco Airbnb place. So should be fun. Hey, Mr. Bill Jim. Interesting. I love the Catskills. Yeah, Luna is 5 years old now. And she was one, some of you guys know the story already, but Luna was in the original batch of chickens that were purchased when I first moved in here. And she was just being beaten up by all the other chicks because she was a bantam, and they sent a bantam, and they weren't supposed to have a bantam in that mix. She was all bloodied up, her feathers were all plucked, so we took her and kept her inside for a winter, and yeah, she's been bonded ever since. She's the cutest. Let's see if I can show you guys my other gardens too. You guys being good over there? There's so many hawks out today. I keep hearing them screech in between lessons. Yeah, Luna's the best. I actually miss having her inside. So those are some of the gardens. Our corn is looking great. There's some strawberries there. The other chickens are down that way. Kind of lost some garden motivation though once the groundhog decimated everything like 10 times in a row. So need to better prepare the gardens for that next year. Although hopefully I'll be in a different spot next year, but we'll see. For anybody in here that is... All right, have a good day, Crystal. Yeah, so Roman, I have tried both of those. I would say that the frog drum is pretty close. The KAA tone is also a very good instrument. Different sound than the Rav. The frog drum has more controlled harmonics. So imagine a more muted harmonic Rav, and I'd say that's a similar sound to it. They honestly don't really sound the same, but it's probably the most related sounding instrument that I've played. How are you doing, Gracie? So I like it. But it's one of those things where I work with Rav, so I'm in an interesting relationship with Rav and other handpan makers. So, but I think I like it. But then again, I like all instruments. I would say that Rav, KA tone, frog drum are probably the ones if I was choosing a professional sounding instrument. Rav is at the top, and then one of the other two is next below that. There's also my friend in Canada is making an instrument called the Infinity Drum, and he's a super cool guy, inspired by the Rav, but made a very different shaped instrument. His instruments are sounding really great, so he's another person to check out. Highly recommended. Makes a different set of scales than Rav too. Also this October, to coincide with the release of my album in November, I will be having my own custom scale from Rav, the Rewildyoursoul scale. So, yep, Infinity Drum. If you look for that on Instagram, it should pop up. He has a YouTube channel as well. If you message me on here on Instagram, I can send you a link to his stuff. But I'm pretty certain my scale is going to be in G from Rav, and it's going to be a scale they've never released before, so it should be fun. Feel free to ask any other questions you guys have too. we'll show you around a little bit more in a minute. See if I missed anything. Nope. Oops. Bring you guys to say hello to Gracie. Yeah, no problem. Want to say hi, Gracie girl? Can you say hi? She loves to rock out. You like to rock out? Dance, Gracie. No, you're done. That was enough. You say hi? People are saying hi to you. Look, it's you. You see? It's you. She's so cute. Gracie is 27, so she's a middle-aged birdie. She could live to 60 plus. And she's the best. What other interesting things are in here? I'm going to be doing a video on all of the instruments that I play. People keep asking me what other instruments I play, but a lot is the answer to that. Tons of instruments. So. And then all of these guys too. So that's coming up soon. If you guys have any questions or any ideas for videos, let me know. I'm trying to be a little more open in sharing of my life, because I'm not typically like that on this channel. So I do have to say I like the camera on the iPhone for streaming. It's a lot easier than using my GoPro. Maybe I'll play you guys a little something with the door open, just the chickens are outside. Feel free to ask away if you guys have any questions as well. I'll put you down. Be sure to like this, that helps YouTube to not continue to screw me over in views and all of that. one is about 2-ish years old. Super cool instrument. Highly recommended. I actually have a handpan for sale. Somebody will posthumously see this probably, so let me show you that. I'm about to pay multiple thousands of dollars for a car repair. Be good to sell this one. I'm a little flexible on the price because I'm looking to sell it sooner. Normally I sell these for depending on the number of notes, 1,200 plus, depending. This one's really nice. For sale. Super nice. I'm working on getting these branded for myself because they're so darn good. It's hard to find any in this range. It's easier now, honestly, but in the past it was hard to find things in this range that were actually good quality. So this is an attempt at offering a higher quality instrument at not a ridiculous price. But if you have the money, I have plenty of friends that are handpan makers that can make you something super nice. Luna! Where'd you go? Luna! Oh, there you are. All right, I'm going to get the chickies in. Most of them are pretty easy to get in. It's either marigold or sunflower. They're kind of twins. Luna! Luna! Girls! Come on, you're not interested? You guys really don't want a snack? Luna! Come on! Luna! Let's go! Come on! Come on! Want a snack? Come here. You guys hiding from a hawk? Is that why? Luna! Come here. You're safe. I'm out here with you. No, not interested? Must be a hawk. Hey, how's it going? Come on, girls. Let's go. Luna, come on. Why don't you want to come? Let's go. You don't want your food? No. Guess they don't want to come in. All right, guys, if you have any questions, ask me now. If not, I'm going to head out. Yeah. I actually think there's been hawks flying around, so I think they're not keen to come out from their hiding spot. You guys still want a snack, anyways? Here, come here. Come here. Hop up, Luna. Luna, come on. Luna, come on. Luna, let's go. Come on, Luna. Come on, Luna. Luna, look, come on. Hop up. Oh, I have to put it in the other hand. Luna. Here. You're afraid of the camera. Come here. Come on. Luna. Come on. You're not going to jump? Is it the camera? Luna. Come here. Yeah. I'll give you a snack anyways. Sweet girl. All right, my friends, Luna wishes you a good day, and so do I. Want to say bye, Luna? Say bye. Say hi. Hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for hanging out. And I shall see you soon. Be sure to check out my Patreon and my link to my new album. Talk to you guys soon.